All right. What is up, y'alls? What is up? I figure I come in. We hang out for a little bit. Those of you that are already here, appreciate you. Yeah, just want to hang out. It's crazy here in the up in the PNW. We got like 75 degrees right now. It's sunny, so I'm gonna be outside tonight because we haven't had like some good weather in a hot minute. So yeah, appreciate y'all being here, and definitely want to know your thoughts on the list lock episode that happened earlier this morning. Thoughts if you guys liked it, got some value out of it. Definitely let me know in the chat. All right, wait for like a few more people to get in here. We do. We even handle the DACA like you said, man. I mean, barely. I don't even know if it was if you would call it handling it, but it was definitely a tough match for sure. Not easy. I guess we'll see pending any changes if maybe something like that comes out tomorrow. Yet to see, but yeah. What kind of questions regarding your list? I mean, it could be my list. It could be if you got a question about Necrons or the current meta, or potentially how the tournament went, or anything maybe I learned. I mean, the floor is your guys. I figure I hang out here for probably like an hour or so, and just answer any of your questions. Just have a chance to hang out. So appreciate y'all being here. If you have any questions there, so let's hear. Over. So yeah, those of you guys that saw, I mean, this was the list that I was running for the GT this past weekend, or major. And honestly, for how it went, like, I feel like I personally don't have any changes. I think it felt really good. Yeah, I mean, good board control, scores really well. I think it's one of those things, just kind of getting more practice with the list, and just getting more reps in with different matchups. And I would love to get a few more reps into Eldari, just to see how that goes. But yeah. But yeah, the Warriors still have not died. It is actually crazy. So they are so alive and well, even with one Res Orb. I mean, I know you can double up with the CCB and have two Res Orbs in there, but even with just the one, I think like half the games maybe I used a Res Orb, so it wasn't really needed. Newer Necron player here. Can you explain the use/strength of the Cryptothralls? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So the Cryptothralls, really, they're in there for two reasons. One, it's going to help skew the math in terms of like making it harder to kill the warriors, because of one, the Cryptothralls are 3 wounds each. So it's 6 wounds total for those 2 models. So essentially you're taking like a 20 wound unit and you're bumping it up to 26 wounds, which is actually huge, because a lot of the units in the game that could potentially one-shot the warriors, there are a lot of like high volume 1 damage attacks. So anytime you get a chance to add another 6 bodies to that also have a 4-up invul, or 6 wounds I should say, of a 4-up invul, is really valuable. The other big advantage is that they have a 3+ save. So against also a lot of high volume fire, you can take it on the Cryptothralls first, because they count as being a part of the bodyguard unit, to help skew mat that way as well. So they just make it a lot more durable. In my personal opinion, I don't think the list can function without the Cryptothralls. And then as an added bonus, they give you Call the Horde, which is nice as well. I mean, I guess the Warriors would give you Call the Horde anyway, but the Warriors, it's nice because they give you a Call the Horde target as well, which is always cool. So, yo, is it Colum? Is that how you pronounce that? Colum Adventures? Yo, what's up, man? From Graham, Washington. Yo, I gotta look that up, man. I don't even know where. Let's see, where even is that? I should know this, man. Like an OG. I mean, I'm born in Washington, still in Washington. Is there a pretty big scene out there potentially? Oh, okay, yeah, you're like in Tacoma area. Are you going to Tacoma by chance? Potentially, maybe. If you are, we'll see you there. Yo, John, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it. It was I mean, I surprised myself. I mean, I felt really good about the list, you know, going into it. And I was telling some of my like fellow teammates, like, you know, the last time I felt this strong about a list was like exact this time last year, coincidentally. When I went to an RTT and went undefeated, and then went to Squig City, which I'm actually going to this year again as well, which is going to be a golden ticket event, which is super hyped about, and went 4-1 at that GT. So we'll see what we can do this time. Nothing's guaranteed, but you know, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. So let's see here. Well, Mr. Tom himself, man, dude. I swear we're gonna get our Shadow Legion match in, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, man. He's teching for us, guys. He's teching for us. I don't know what those Havocs are gonna do, man. I think you need to run. I think you need to run like a solid block of 10, man. I don't know about this 2 unit of 5 business, but maybe you can prove me wrong. Maybe prove me wrong. What's your stance on Imhotech? Sorry you don't run him. Yeah, right now, I mean, Imhotech's interesting. I think, yeah, I mean, he's nice, but I think with the changes to the new orders and being able to like spend a CP to cycle cards is nice, but then also a lot of times, especially in the first turn, there's usually 1 secondary that you can score and then 1 that you can't. So you're going to get essentially like a free CP farm out of that first turn. And then after that, I mean, you know, you just got to manage your CP accordingly. I think if you're playing Star Shatter is probably the only like really CP hungry detachment we have right now. Where it would probably make sense, but outside of that, I just don't really see a point of roning Imhotech currently. But you know, that's just my opinion. You know, I could totally be totally be proven wrong. So, yo, Neil, appreciate it, man. You know, seriously appreciate that. Let me know what you thought of the list lock. I don't know if you had a chance to watch some of that earlier today. Just wanted to hop on here and get some feedback from you guys on that. If you guys like that format and would like to see it in the future, because I would like to also bring on like different like armies as well, potentially not just Necrons, just to get a little bit more variety on the channel for people that aren't just like solo Necron players. I think that would be cool. So, forget Tom. Rise to do Chimeras, Legionnaires, Havocs, Chosen, different Chaos units about to melt points. Hey, I actually have. Daniel gave me your one of your Chimeras, man. So I have it. I have it hostage here. So, you're gonna have to come get it back, man. You're gonna have to come get it back. John, feels like you're already using a decent amount of points on the warrior brick plus supporting units. Imhotep feels hard to slot in alongside killing secondary units. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the warrior brick is super expensive. I think it's close to like 1,000 points with all of the like support pieces in there. And so, the tricky part with the list is like if you're playing on a board that is like search and destroy, sweeping engagement, like Dawn of War, those layouts where your opponent can usually get good lanes on either potentially one if you don't move block them appropriately or going into turn 2, and they're able to get those like synergistic pieces off the board, whether it's like drawing a line to the Reanimator or the Ghost Arc. It's gonna cause you a lot of problems early in the game, and if like one of those goes down, like the whole thing kind of crumbles. So I mean, that's potentially another downside of the list, you know, outside of Battle Shocks, is if you play on one of those layouts like in a tournament, it's gonna be a little rough. But Spec 77, appreciate that, man. Glad you like the format, man. What are the entry requirements for coaching? Yo, appreciate you reaching out about that. Email me at pnw40k@gmail.com. The link is in the description of this live stream, and I can give you more details on that if you're interested. And pnw40k Discord chat. Yo, there's no Discord chat yet, man. I mean, just managing this YouTube is enough, man. But Tom, if you want to open up the Discord channel and manage it for me, you just let me know. Or we just need to get you on a video and you got to start talking about either Shadow Legion or Guard. But I think that's what really needs to happen, man. But yeah, feel free if you want to send me one of your like Necron lists, if you want me to take a look at it while I'm here. If you can post like a paste bin link and I can look at it, so just let me know. But yeah, appreciate y'all being here. Yeah, just hanging out, recapping the tournament. Had a successful past weekend, and felt good about the list. Really no changes that I can see, so just gonna keep getting more reps with it, keep kind of refining the strategy and the matchups, and see what we can do. So you know, I think if anything, it gets better if they do some changes to DACA, because that's let's be honest, I mean, that's like the big problem for like everybody right now. So I mean, it is what it is. But you know, if I was gonna make a change like to this list, I think one thing that is interesting is you could drop a unit of Scorpekh and like one Locust Destroyer, and that frees up like 125 points, and you could bring in a CCB for 120 points, which is kind of nice. Granted, you're gonna lose damage at that point, and I feel like if you do lose the 3 Scorpechs, it definitely, I think, causes some problems where you don't have like enough threats spread out throughout the board. But it is an interesting play, because then you're still getting OC3 Warriors. You still got the Silent King in the list. You have that extra Resorb just in case things go like super wrong. So that would be interesting. But I think that's the only change I could maybe see making to the list, but I really like the way that it felt this past weekend. So, yo, Murphy's Magic. Yo, hey, did you know that my last name is Murphy as well? So, love your content. I've started playing 40k Necrons, and because of you, I've learned a lot going to my second tourney this weekend. Yo, let's go. Hey, man, appreciate it. Glad you're here. And, yeah, good luck this weekend, man. Give me like a tease in the chat of like what you're running or what's like the foundation. Let me know. Let me know. You know what I'm actually curious about? I'm gonna put up a poll here real quick, because I'm curious of getting a pulse on this. All right, so I want to know what you guys think our best detachment is right now. I am curious. Even with my performance this weekend, like, are we still on the Star Shatter bandwagon? I'm not even gonna put Annihilation up there, but yo, Keith, man, appreciate it. Let's go. Yo, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you, my man. Let's get. I'm just curious, let's get a poll going in this chat. I want to see what y'all think here. Let me catch up on some. Let's see. I'm currently running Awakened. Let's see here. 3 Hexmark, 3 Scorpekh. Oh, 3 Scorpekh Lords, 1 Field Point. Yep. Zerus King, Imotech, 2 DDAs, 2x3, 2x3 flavor ones. Yeah. No, I like it, man. Are you running the Warrior Brick as well? That's pretty good. I like it. I like 2 flayed ones too, because it gives you flexibility to like move up, or have one like staged aggressively, and then the other one's like, stage more or less like behind a wall. So, no, I like it, man. Can't leave home without DDA's firepower, even when it does 0 damage. I mean, Joe, hey, I get you, man. My buddy Daniel, he like same thing. He lives and dies by those, but I don't know, man. I like in a singles environment, I feel like there's 4 games that you just absolutely love them, and then it's that one game that they just literally do nothing, and you're like, why am I running these things? I mean, especially if you're playing against anything that can just pop smoke or -1 to hit, and they're like hitting on 4s. It feels real bad. I think that's why I just like the Scorpeks a lot, just because they're just so reliable if they're positioned correctly. Murphy, you can send the link, the list to pnw40k@gmail.com. So just post the paste bin in there, and then I can take a look at it while I'm here, because I'm not going to be here for super long. Just wanted to hang out with you guys for a little bit. We got 23 people up in here. Seriously appreciate y'all. Thank you for hanging out. And let me switch over to this here. Gabriel, I really like the Warrior Brick, but I kind of feel like the list gets a little vulnerable when you put every possible common piece of the Ghost Arc plus 400. Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's true. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, if you're playing on a super wide layout like Sweeping Engagement, Dawn of War, Search and Destroy, things can get a little dicey for sure. But I don't know. I feel like genuinely it's like our best shot right now, because I think Race are just not. They're in a weird spot in this meta, I think so. Oh, Doran just subscribed. All right. Appreciate you, man. Glad you're here. Glad you're hanging out. John Star Shatter might have some of the best damage output, but Awaken is quite flexible. The reduction in the number of units you can pick up, plus the Deep Strike change definitely hurt Hypercrypt. Yeah. I mean, our buddy Euless, he's been having some really good success with Hypercrypt as like recently. So, I don't know. Can't knock it, but he hasn't played it with a GT yet. I think the one thing I really like about Awaken is just very consistent. Like, very good at scoring. It's very good board control. So you just feel like you don't necessarily have any sort of super bad matchup. Like, you feel like you can genuinely win any game. And I think that's really what you want from a singles list, because you never know what you're going to run up against, but you just want to feel like you have a list that can play well into basically anything, and you feel like you have a shot, you know? And I think Awaken really does that the best right now, personally. So Doomstars need to not hit on 4s. Yeah, for real though. Yeah, Doomstalkers are kind of in a rough spot. So what do you think the most overrated Necron unit is this edition? That is a good question. Most overrated. Most overrated. I mean, like, I feel like Satan potentially. I mean, especially like right now. I just feel like, you know, they're that classic piece where they're really like a mid-table bully. I mean, of course, you saw them like being super strong at the beginning of the edition because they were like super undercosted. I mean, I think what wasn't the Nightbringer like 250 points or something like that. Yeah, I think like Satan against like a really good opponent, they just know what to do against them. So I feel like a lot of people had success with them just because their opponent just didn't know how to manage them, or like move block them, or just like give them a high volume of fire, because they just have a 4 pinfall. Like, you just hand them a lot of high volume shots, like they're just gonna crumble, you know. So I mean, I haven't run them since like last year around this time when I was running Hypercrypt, and that was back. I think it was funny because when I went into Squig City last year, the list that I was running, it was like right before the points update happened for Hypercrypt. It was like 2 days before, and so my list was literally like 220 points over, but like list lock had already happened, so we're all kind of back. So I'm like playing this list like legally, it's like 200 points over, but for the tournament it was fine. But it was kind of crazy. Josh, managed to catch a live stream. Keep it up. Yo, hey, glad you're here, man. Appreciate hanging out. Can't believe friggin' 21 of you up in here. It's crazy. Appreciate y'all being here, hanging out, all that good stuff. So let's see how's this poll doing here. Oof. All right, everybody's on the Awaken train. 58%, 32 on Star Shatter. Okay, so I still have a. What you're saying is a third of you, I still have to do a little bit more convincing. I see. I get it. It's hard to get you guys off the Star Shatter train. I get it. Yeah, those of you just joined, just kind of hanging out, drinking some coffee. It's nice here in the PNW, so that. Cody Murphy, man. Well, yay, one Murphy to another, man. Glad you're here. See, you were meant to be here, man. We were meant to cross paths, I'm telling you. Running a small 650 point tournament with some friends, and I'm struggling a bit with a Necron list that's quite small. Okay, interesting. 650 points. You know, I would let's see. I would kind of start with, you know, just I don't know, just like a little of everything. I think, you know, maybe running, if you have it, like 1 or 2 Locust Destroyers. Like if you have like a Hex Mark, maybe bring one of those. It's like 130 points. Bringing like a unit of Flayed Ones. And then maybe bringing some like just Immortals or something. Because I'm sure it's probably just like a fun tournament. You guys are just hanging out. And maybe just like a good variety of units. Like that all have different rules and do different stuff. So you have like a Lone Op unit, you know, your Flayed Ones are infiltrating. Maybe if you have like 1 unit of Tomb Blades, like those for Scout. That's something that I would do, where you still have a lot of units, you have like good board control, but you get to use a lot of different elements of the game to have fun. So, and that's what's great about Necrons. I mean, they have a lot of data sheets and a lot of different abilities. So there's a lot of different ways that you can play them, which is cool. So Joe, yeah, Satan, man. I think so. I think so. You said you sent your list. To my email. Let me double check here. When did you send it? Because it has not hit my email yet. It has not hit my email. Unless it was in... Unless it was... Ah, it was in the spam folder. It was in the spam folder. Okay. Well, let me... this in here. Okay, I did get it. Let's see. When list building, can you run heavy Locust Destroyer instead of Locust Destroyer? I'm not a fan of owning older models and fear them being sent to Legends. I don't think they're going to be sent to Legends. But yeah, I mean, you can. It's very situational, though. I mean, like Locust Destroyers, I mean, they've honestly just been good this entire edition. I don't think that's going to change, just because of the way that Warhammer and 10th edition functions right now. They just do so many things for 35 points is the thing. I mean, they're for like armies would kill to have Locust Destroyers, where they have a 35 point unit that's T6 with 3 wounds, 3 up save. Yeah, that is OC2. It's very strong. And that can screen the board, and there's been times I've been able to like drop all 3 of these guys down. They're 3 shots each, so it's 9 shots total. And if they're on a point, you're getting full rerolls with lethals. Like they can sometimes do a good amount of chip damage if they're all together, which is really nice. I played Hypercrypt in a team tournament this weekend. Went awful every time I had a bad matrix because I cannot compete against fast aggro armies. Yeah, Hypercrypt, yeah, I'm surprised, like, whoever your team captain was, I'm surprised if they were able to avoid that matchup. It might have, like, maybe seems kind of like a pairing thing, because especially if those armies were, like, red on your matrix, like, that would be, like, one thing that I would be trying to absolutely avoid for you at, like, all costs, just knowing that that's just, like, a really bad matchup, and we don't want that differential, but... maybe sometimes they're just not an option. It's just the way it works out. So I get that too. But yeah, I mean, don't be discouraged in that. I mean, it's tough. I mean, Hypercrypt's it's in a weird spot. I'm not saying it's bad, but like against the fast aggro rush, you definitely gotta play it a very certain way, and just more practice. Like, thinking more practice into it, I think it'll get a lot better. So. Yeah, Awakens are best in Adaka and Eldar. Just now, I think maybe resurrecting lone op characters is so good. Yeah, it's super powerful, and that's the reason why I think it's really strong right now too. Is just because, it plays really well in the Eldar and Daka, and Orcs and Eldar are going to be very popular armies for the next couple months. So, like, there's no way you're not going to run into at least like one of those armies in a GT setting, at least once, if not twice. So, yeah, picking up one character for 1 CP is freaking crazy. It is so good. I took it for the team, Blood Angels and Orcs. Yeah. I mean, that'll do it. That will do it sometimes for sure. That will do it. I'm gonna turn this off here because I'm gonna pull up this this person's list. Oh, I guess I can just do it behind. Well, it's here. All right. Let me pull up. I'm gonna pull up his list here. With and yo, 20 of you are here. Seriously, appreciate you. And glad you're hanging out here for a little bit. Just hyped on the tournament this past weekend and how well it went. So. No complaints. Oh, there he is. There he is. Don't got the song at the moment. Besides ZD, what could be options for good damage threat like Immortal Blob or Plasmancer? Yeah, the damage threat. If you don't have the Silent King, I would go the Doomsday Arc route. I think honestly that's like the next best option. Like essentially breaking the Silent King down into like 2 DDAs and then maybe like a Scorpekh unit or something like that. I know because Daniel's here. He really likes hearing that right now. So yeah, if you don't have the Silent King, I think that's probably the next best option. Is bringing like a 2 DDAs with like a Catacomb Command Barge. I think would be the The way to go. The way to go. Let me. All right. Or actually, okay, I don't actually think I received your list, my man. I thought I did. But if you could send it again, let me know, because it hasn't actually hit my inbox. I thought it did, but it has not. So, oh yeah, the War Dogs, man, the War Dogs. Yeah, it's a thing. The thing, yeah. Chaos Knights are definitely a problem. Not a super big problem, but again, I'm just scared of Battle Shock. You know, I can't roll freaking 5-ups even to save my life. So here we are. Yeah. Yep. Let's see how to use the hex mark with the veil. Yeah, so hex mark with the veil, super clutch, came up super clutch in the tournament. Basically what you're doing is you are playing the midfield in the early game, and he's like an action piece as well. So sometimes on certain layouts, like, you know, you're getting sabotage with him, you're getting recover assets, you're getting containment, or he can be like a really good Overwatch threat for like the center of the board. And then you're just making sure that he survives until turn 5, and you're going to be able to veil him at the end of turn 5 and then drop him in for like 6 points on sabotage or recover assets, or behind enemy lines, something like that. And he's just a great scoring piece. Like every game, he's scoring me at least between like 4 and 8 points. Like honestly, it's super clutch. So I've really liked him in the list, and he's not coming out. He's not coming out. So, let's see here. Silent King, that good. He has also been included. Losing the CCB with the Pulse on OC really hurts. Rezor we can live without since we got one on the Lord. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that too. I mean, that's what we were talking about on the list lock episode earlier today. If you haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. But I think like only half the games I even used the Resorb. And there wasn't like a situation where I felt like I needed two, at least in the matchups that I experienced, because a lot of times that turn where you need to use the Resorb is when it's like your opponent's go turn, or like they're really trying to push you. And then at that point, after they push, like your clap back is going to probably be pretty painful because they've pushed so many things forward. So the Scorpeks are able to get really good value. The Silent King's able to get really good value. And then, you know, they usually don't have much left to do like another hit to the Warriors, or there's too many other threats on the board. Like they basically force you into like a threat overload situation where they have too many options on their turn 4, and they just end up surviving. So, yep. Silent King also means Warriors are 2OC when Battle Shock. What's up, Euless? What is up? Love the viz, especially the detailed game dissections. Don't have much experience yet and played against only a handful of armies yet. They are a great reference. Yeah, we're gonna definitely be getting more battle reports up soon. I will say, you guys don't know about it yet, but we have some Game Mat EU sponsored the battle report games. So they sent over mats and all that good stuff. So we'll have like more different terrain layouts and stuff, which will be really cool. So really excited about that, and you guys to see that. So let me pull this up here. See if it's okay. Yo, the 20, appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate you. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Oh man, I love my Plague Mage Nurgle. Yeah, Hyper doesn't care about Battle Shock. Just saying. I mean, it's true. You just blow everybody up, man. It's true. Battle Shock for you. Battle Shock for you. Do you offer coaching? PNW. I want to learn from the. Yeah, dude. This freaking guy, man. This freaking guy. Sent it again. Okay, let me check here. I swear I'm not. Ah, there we go. Okay, I got it. All right, let me pull this up here. Do you think the Veil Hexmark kind of does an Ophidian role better than the Ophidian does? They're just different. I mean, I think you don't run both. I think you just run one or the other. Like, I just like the Hexmark better because I think he's more of he's a better utility piece into Eldar and Orcs, which you're going to run into a lot, I think, over the next 3 months. So, gentlemen, they're both, yeah. Oh, he already answered. The Veil and the Hexmark also means you can deep strike in every corner. Yep, very true. And he's blown up. I don't know. I've just really liked the Hexmarks. I was shocked I was the only running Hexmarks this past weekend of all the Necron players, and I was running 2 of them. Remember, nobody was running them. I was like, these guys are good, man. They're so good. Yeah, of course, John. Of course. Appreciate you being here, man. Let me also, while I pull up this list, I had something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Maybe an announcement, maybe not an announcement. But YouTube really wants me to have like a membership program on the channel. Now, here's the thing about that is I don't really like paywall and stuff, and like it's not going to change as far as like me giving you guys all the same content, like the battle report summaries, all that good stuff. But I wanted to know your guys' thoughts if I were to do like a membership thing and there would only be one. I don't want to do like multiple tiers or anything like that. Let's say it's like $3 a month. And basically you guys would have the badges, you guys would have the emojis, all that good stuff. I put like your names like on the videos and all that good stuff. But I was thinking maybe you guys would have access to my games that I play on TTS as like practice games, but they would be like the full 3-hour game. So you would have like everything that I'm talking about and saying like throughout the game. So it'd be kind of like a game summary on steroids. And then like I would maybe have some commentary like after that game that you guys would have. So maybe put a 1 in the chat if that's something y'all would be open to, or ideas of what you'd like to see, like if I were to do a membership thing on YouTube. And let me pull up this list. Let me pull up this list here. Okay. So we're just gonna this. Man, Awakened just taking the cake, guys. 67%. I still got 21% Hypercrypt players on here, which is crazy. Or not a Hypercrypt, sorry. Star Shatter. Star Shatter. All right, let's see here. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. You have the summaries like you normally do, and then the full length thing for people to pay. It's true. There's a lot of yelling. It's very aggressive. Members can send you pictures of their minis to be featured in the bottom right corner of your bat reps. Oh, that is actually a really good idea. I like that. That's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna write that down. Actually, that's cool. 1 second here. Place. Picture models. I like that. That's cool. Okay. let's look at this. Let's look at this list here. So this is the only one I'm gonna be looking at today because it's just kind of a short stream here. So I'll be on here for like another 5-10 minutes. I love you guys. Y'all are beautiful, but you know we gotta get back to work here. But let's see here. So we got an Awakened Dynasty. We got a Hexmark with a Veil. I mean, dude, I already love you already, man. This is great. We got Luminar Xeris, goated. We got Stormlord. All right, I could be convinced. I could be convinced. All right. We got Overlord with Translocation Shroud. Okay, with the Casket, Technomancer. We got 20 Warriors with the Reapers. Okay. We got Reanimator, Race, Cryptothralls, Doomsday Arc, Flayed Ones, Triple Locust Destroyer. The 1,500 point tournament. So I got as close as I could. Okay. So here's what I'll say. I think that the Warrior Brick is not going to function in a 1,500 point tournament. And the problem is, well, let me think about this. So the support pieces, it's like roughly 1,000 points. As you probably imagine, you started putting all the pieces in my list and you're like, I have basically no points for anything else. And so because that is the case, I would lean more into probably doing a Wraith build rather than trying to do like a Warrior build. So you run the Race with the Cryptothralls and you use that as kind of like your primary anchor piece with the Technomancer. And then that frees up more points for you to bring in a little bit more damage and utility into your list. So, because essentially by you having the Race and the Warriors in there, they're kind of, if this makes sense, they're kind of double dipping on the same role because they're both trying to essentially hold primary for you. And you only really need one of those units to do it because you need to lean into other things as far as like damage. Because at the end of the day, like if you're not getting your opponent's pieces off the table, you know, they're just going to keep scoring points as well. And then it leaves you vulnerable to just losing a game because you didn't get enough of their resources off the table. So, I love the Triple Locust Destroyers, like the Flayed Ones. I think if you drop the Warriors, I would put in, like, if you have another Doomsday Arc, I think just doing, like, a direct swap there would be really good. And then I could see... I really don't think you need Imhotech. Unless you really like Imhotech, you think he's badass, keep him in. Keep him in, by all means. But if I were you, I would drop Imhotech and I would bring in... like a couple Scorpekh Lords. Like if you were able to drop Imhotech and like, I mean, maybe even 2 Locust Destroyers, and I think that would free up enough points where you could bring in 2 Scorpekh Lords and put one with the Feel No Pain Bond on it. I think that would be super cool. So, but yeah, I appreciate you sending over this list, man. Those are my thoughts. Hopefully it was helpful. And, dude, good luck at your tournament this weekend. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes. All right. Currently on the Stormlord train for Awakened because I find I'm watching and people want CP. Yeah, I mean, that's true. You know, it's interesting because that is a really good call out. I respect the call out. I did not run into any Vect really this weekend, which was actually kind of interesting. And you know, Vect is honestly a little bit of a problem as well because you're like you said, I mean, you're turning that 1 CP res a character to 2 CP, and a lot of times these resources are on the midfield, so it's very easy to up that. Same thing with the Warriors. They're covering the whole board. So, like, if you want to res, it's going to be 1 CP with the reduction, which isn't ideal either. So, that's a good call out. It's a good call out. So, man, freaking 20 of you guys here. Well, anyways, I appreciate you all hanging out. And I'll be working on behind the scenes, like what maybe that membership stuff looks like. And for you guys to get a little bit more content behind the scenes. Again, I'm a big thing of like not wanting to like really paywall stuff. But You know, if there's a handful of you that want, you know, more just battle report stuff and just more me going through games and you find value in that, then it'll be there. But a big thing for me is I still, you know, everything else is still going to be the same. I'm not, like, the game summaries and all that are still going to be on the channel. So don't be stressing about that. Well, other than that, yo, I yeah, appreciate you all being here, and we'll answer the final question here. Here we go. How do you decide when to attach the Scorpekh Lord? So that's a really good question. So in a nutshell, it really just depends on your matchup. And so usually if you're going against more of like an MSU type army, so that's like your GSC, that's your Orcs, that's your Eldar, that's your AdMech. A lot of times I'm going to run those Scorpeks separately because I need more units to be annoying for my opponent to harass them. And the other thing is as well is that when you separate the Scorpekh Lord from the Scorpeks, it gives you a lot of options in terms of you can bring a Scorpekh Lord out. They commit a resource to try to deal with it, especially in combat, and then the 3 Scorpeks that are staged up behind a wall can then come out and then kill that resource that just killed the Scorpekh Lord. So it offers like you a much better trading game into armies like that. And then if you're running against something that's like super durable, like Shadow Legion is a perfect example you saw like in the tournament, like Custodes, Chaos Knights, most of the time any Marine list, I'm usually running them attached because I need them to hit and come through with something big. So thank you T, appreciate it, glad you're here. And yeah, it was a good time. Good time. Well, seriously, appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be coming at you with a video tomorrow, a mastering video, so be looking out for that. And then I will be back next week with y'alls, and we'll be doing some more game summaries on the channel, so be looking out for that, for some more reps as we prep for our GT end of next month. So if you stuck around this long, appreciate you watching, and we will catch you soon.